What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over my final game to Unreal in Fortnite Reload and how I got there as a PlayStation player. So me and my friend Bugs, we drop at the outskirts of Loot Lake, which is like, it doesn't seem to be too great of a drop, but it actually has like a ton of chests and it's really great because people are fighting all around you. So you can get a lot of kills early on. And we had been getting pretty good success from here. We've won quite a few games coming up to this. So I do kind of messed up my drop at the beginning, but it's fine because we are uncontested. So you'll see me open these chests by the stone. I'll get attack and a gold AR, which is really important because in Reload, there's like, you get a lot of your kills from people who are respawning. So having a good AR is important because you need to be able to kill them out of the air. And you'll see it come to use pretty shortly because you'll see. But I'm just getting some mats, and because we are uncontested, we should have pretty free loot here. So most of the loot is spread across, from the outskirts, is spread across the dock, that stone that I landed at, and then this little house here, which has like 3 chests. And you will see a person's actually landing down here. I'm not sure what his plan was, but it's a pretty free kill. And I try getting the other one too, but unfortunately my aim isn't quite up to par, so he gets away. But that's already a great kill, because in Reload, kills give you, or in ranked rather, kills give you a lot of percentage. So locking down kills early on is really important because then it allows you to play placement later in the game and not have to worry about kills. So my friend actually chases that guy down that I hit for 30, and I believe he gets the kill here in a sec. I do go to help him because I see he takes a little damage, but I don't think I end up needing to help. Yeah, he gets that kill, and it's a team down, and now I can loot the entirety of Loot Lake without any difficulties. You will see, however, we didn't realize there was a team here, actually, so I do have to sort of box up and make some space and wait for my teammate to try to come. But this guy does unfortunately jump in my box, so I try to just take him down really quickly. We do get that kill, so I'm going to try to get the finish there. He's going to respawn. My teammate actually goes down here, so I'm going to try to apply some pressure, but I do believe he ends up getting the finish. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to use the RPG to get into his box, but I'm not able to find an opportunity, so my teammate respawns, and right now I'm just trying to hold them off. This guy's actually spraying at my wall, trying to get some damage because he just respawned, and he wants to help his teammate out, and I end up hitting him pretty low, but I'm not able to get the kill, which is unfortunate because I take some solid damage from that. So my teammate just runs because it's a 2v1 and it's just not looking good, so I tell him to get out of there, and I try to hit a short pad here, which is where you place a ramp over your head and jump on the launch pad, but it doesn't work out. So this guy does take me down, but it's alright because my teammate's pretty safe, so I'm just able to respawn and try to find some loot. He does actually get jumped here and almost goes down, but luckily he survives, so not a great start from us, but we did pick up 3 kills, which is nice. So as long as we're able to survive, we should be alright. This is what I like about Reload, though, because you're able to get your game back together really quickly, even after dying. Like, you'll see we're both almost dead right now, and like we're in complete shambles. I do unfortunately go near a team. I didn't quite see them, so I believe I go down here as well, but it's fine because my teammate Bugs is back up, so I'll just be able to respawn. So yeah, we go down. It's alright though, we'll be back in a sec. Now in Reload, the best thing you can do when you respawn is try to find a supply drop, because generally I think supply drops drop like 3 guns, materials, and heals, and mobility. So if you can find yourself a supply drop, it's pretty easy to get back to your teammate and get grouped up. So that's what I was going for here. I was going for that supply drop. But you will see that guy shockwaving towards it, so I decided to sort of swerve off to the left, or to the right rather, and try to get some loot instead of going for that supply drop, because I'm worried I'm going to die. And I do actually hear a guy gliding down here. So I try to pick up the kill on him. You'll see in a sec, yeah. But unfortunately, I'm not quite able to kill him. But that's still fine, because in Reload, or in Ranked rather, the way the ranking system works is that if you get damage on a player that dies shortly after, you will still get percentage. So every bit of damage we can do is still helpful. So that will give me some percentage, hopefully. At this point, my teammate Bugs gets back to me, and I do have some splashes, so we should be able to heal up and hopefully start getting our loot back up to get back into this game. I do end up lucking out here and getting a minigun, which is an extremely strong weapon in Reload. because it just does so much, has so much damage output. And my teammate Bugs actually is able to pick up a kill here, which is very good. And I try to run over and help him out. Yeah, so this is where I'll just utilize the minigun because it just does so much structure damage, and I'm able to shoot straight through the structures and get a beam. My teammate will pick up the kill, and we get the finish, so that's another 2 kills very easily. And I also get an AK, or a gold AK, and as I was saying earlier, having a really strong AR is important, because being able to deal damage to people when they just respawn it gives you a lot of percentage if you're able to pick up the kills or even just get some damage on them. And I believe at this point we were like at 93% in champion or something like that. So this was we needed the win in order to go up, because in champion it's really hard to get percentage. I believe a couple of games prior we had gotten like a 7 kill win and you only go up like 6 or 7%. So you really need to play well in order to gain percentage. My teammate Bugs does end up getting jumped here. So I try to come over to help him. I'm pressuring the wall so he can heal up. Not the best play by me, but I don't end up getting punished for it, so it's alright. This guy is actually in storm, so I'm trying to keep on pressuring him, making sure he's taking storm damage. And I believe at this point we heard he had a chug cannon, which is a pretty rare item, so we really want to kill this guy. And my teammate does go down again, which is unfortunate, but it's alright because I have plenty mats to be able to survive until he respawns. So I'm going to edit down, just try to make some space, because in reload you want to wait till your teammate respawns before you engage, just so you have like a respawn anchor in case you die. But I do end up boxing this guy, and I am able to pretty easily pick up the kill, and get that chug cannon, which will help us out a lot later in the game. We're just going to start rotating into zone and grab this loot from the guy we killed earlier, so this will hopefully get my teammate some loot as well, because he just died. You'll see in my inventory I have 14 launch pads. These are really helpful in reload because they just give you really nice rotations, so you don't have to worry about getting killed while you're trying to run to zone. So you'll see I make use of one of them there, doing another short pad as I explained earlier, which is where you place a ramp over it, which just means you don't go as high up in the air, because in reload there's a lot of powerful hit scan assault rifles, and if you go too high up in the air you will definitely be punished for it. So short pad is just a little bit safer. And you'll say we'll go into this building of lazy laps, just try to get some placement here, because we already have 6 kills as of this point, so that's a decent number of kills, and we're trying to ensure we get some placement here. Now you'll see here I hear a couple people gliding by us, but they're just going for a supply drop, and the AK is really good for killing people out of the air, but unfortunately it just doesn't have a super high fire rate, so it's not great for spraying people through walls. So we just decide to rotate around the edge of lazy laps here, trying to go by the water so we don't really get lobby focused. We do see another supply drop in front of us, so we're just going to go for that, because supply drops are really nice to base up on, because they give you more mats, so you can just expend some materials to base up on them, and then you'll get it all back once you open it. So you'll see that's what we do here. We'll just build a nice 2x1 metal box, and then I should be able to get some of that material back. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I got any metal from that supply drop, but we do pick up a spaz, which is really nice, and I give that to my teammate, considering how he's the better fighter. And we're just going to hang out here. But we do hear some gliders, actually, so we're going to look to maybe take some shots on that. They fly over us, so I edit out the side here, looking for an angle, but he goes behind the cliff, and it's just not worth chasing. Looks like I get a really nice beam on that, so we're going to go pick up the kill. That's what I was talking about with utilizing that AK, because having nice accurate assault rifles is really helpful. So we pick up another kill there, and now because we know this guy's a solo, we're going to play very aggressive on him. Unfortunately, this aggressive play we take here is going to end up getting us third-partied. So that's the problem with reload. You need to be able to play smart and get kills quickly and not close out fights quickly, because you will get third-partied, and that's what happens here. So I try to box up, make some space, and wait for my teammate to get back to me. But yeah, generally, if it's just not great to fully commit to a fight when you know there's people nearby, because it will get you third-partied, which can be a pretty griefed situation, so you gotta be careful. We're just playing the smart, boxing up. The opponent goes on my teammate's wall, so I edit up and try to make a play on him. And then I have this chug cannon, so I'm trying to get to my teammate so we can both use it, but I am getting pressured here. My teammate shockwaves up, and I believe he ends up right near me, so we're able to heal up using the chug cannon. Yep, so we'll use all of those charges. You got to be careful to make sure you're using the charges on both you and your teammate because they recharge very slowly. So you need to make sure you're getting the most value out of it you can. We're kind of getting pushed into a corner here, so we do need to kind of group together, but I do end up hitting a nice 100 shot on this guy, and my teammate Bugs is able to clean up that kill. So we get one of them, and now the other one kind of backs off because we did eliminate his teammate, and I'm able to pick up a nice tack shotgun, which I'll make use of later in the game. So we're kind of looking up, seeing if we can find this other guy, but like I said before, we don't want to really commit to a fight because we don't want to get griefed by other people, so we're just going to leave him be for now. So you'll see here the zone pulls pretty far away, so I'm going to try to set up a short pad you'll see shortly here. So I'm going to go out the side, and I'm going to try to set it up where I put a ramp above it, like that, and then set up the pad on that floor right there, but we are kind of getting sprayed by other people, so it does make it a little more difficult. We do get shot down here, which makes this situation a little more sketchy, but I am able to just launch pad out, and I'm not too worried about my teammate because I knew he had shockwaves here. So you'll see he gets back to me pretty shortly. And we're in a pretty good spot now because we're behind this mountain, which means we can't really get sprayed by other people. And I just make sure to use that chug cannon, and we're both back up to pretty much full HP. I have decent mats, my teammate has good mats, and we have very good loot. The zone does pull pretty far, so we have to start running. And I just decide to run here because I'm worried if I hit a launch pad, I'll get beamed out of the air. So, and because the other teams are fighting right now, it's not super unsafe to just run. So this is a pretty free rotate. I build to my right just to make sure I don't get beamed by anyone. And yeah, we kind of just sit here for a sec. I do actually, I believe, make a play on top of this metal box here because I know I have good mats to connect to it, and it just gives me free high ground. My teammate gets into a bit of an engagement with a duo, so I try to go over to help him. I end up hitting this guy pretty hard, and I'm picking up the kill right after. My teammate kills the other one. So at this point, is a 2 versus 1 versus 1, which means we're the only duo left, which is a pretty strong position to be in, and we're set up to win this game. So we're just trying to make sure that we stay together because we don't want one of us to get picked off, and it should be a pretty free win. So I just build up onto high ground because I have decent metal, and zone pulls pretty far, but it's all right because we have launch pads, and I will actually we'll use one of those here. And we get lucky, there's this humongous mountain right near us, so we're able to just glide right up onto that, which there is one of the solos near us, but it's fine because the other one's still down there. And the chug cannon actually has this nice feature where it locks on to teammates, so I'm able to help out my teammate there and heal him up as he fights one of the remaining 2 players. He is going to pick up that kill, so it's a 2 versus 1. I'm just applying pressure onto this guy because I want to make sure he uses as many mats as possible, and I have 500 AR ammo. So I'm just trying to apply some pressure. Now what he does there is he places the bouncer in the box, and I try to hit him as he shockwaves out, but I'm just unfortunately not able to hit any of my shots there, but it's all right. I continue to apply pressure and heal my teammate. And yeah, so we just stay on high ground, continue to apply pressure. We want to make sure we're not playing too aggressive here because if one of us gets picked off, it'll be bad. He shockwaves himself into Storm and just gives up, and that's the free win. And that is how I got to Unreal. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and tell me if you enjoy this type of content where I give a voiceover as to what I was thinking during the game because this is my first time trying it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.